We are live, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, hi guys, good evening. So, how you guys doing there? I hope we are all ready and we are all set for today's session. So, we are having uh, the discussion about this control structure, basically loops. Majorly, it would be about loops. And yes, one more important topic we are going to discuss, that is pointer. Yes, we need like clear understanding about pointer, right, so that we can easily take that forward to apply into linked list or maybe some other concept which we would cover in future. So yeah, good evening everyone. Good evening. Yes, so let's start this session with a good note. Okay, yeah, hello Asha. So let's get into this stuff without wasting much of your time. I would like to go on, take this thing forward. So what I'll do first is I would share a screen with you, okay, and we'll have a nice discussion over here about these loops and all. Okay, you really are going to enjoy this session a lot. Even me, I will also join with you to like enjoy the session. So let me share the screen. Just a moment, guys. Okay, so I hope you are seeing this big white screen over there, and I want to discuss something. I want to scribble something around there. Yes, I want to scribble down something about loops. Okay, so let's let's go there. Let's start this thing. Okay, so control structure, first of all, I'll just give you a brief intro to control structure, like why basically we are going into control structure and why this loops and all that. Okay, so let's take this. So we have some statements. There's three, four, and all. We have some statements here around here with us. So yeah, anything, maybe statement one, statement two, statement three, statement four. I'm not writing the exact statements right down here. Okay. Yeah, Bharat. Yeah, thanks for joining today. Hi everyone. Good evening. Yes. So the normal flow of execution of this program would be like, first this one would be executed, then this one would be executed, then this one would be executed, then this, and then this. This is the normal flow of the execution of your program. Okay. So if you want to control, or if you want to, yeah, basically control the flow of this execution of the program, then you need to understand the control structure. That's why we go for control structure. And basically conditional control structure, iteration control structure, and yeah, jump control structure. But yes, we are picking this loop control structure, iteration specifically, because that's very important if we are concerned about this placement thing. Okay, so this course like is essential course, and this is uh, also essential for your campus placement preparation, guys. This is recruitment type preparation. So let's uh, get into this loops or iteration statement, and we'll have a nice discussion over there. Okay, so please mention what are the loops you know. Yes, Bharat, you can, yes, you can continue the whole program. So yeah, so you mentioned, guys, like what are the what all or the sorry, what are the loops you know? Yeah, Partik, I was there. So yeah, guys, yeah, for loop, Karthik. Good. Anything else? What are the loops you know? I'm not asking just about C or C++. I just want to know like what are the loops you know? Okay, while, do, while, for. Okay. Anything else? If, else, switch. Those are not loops, Vinay. Those are conditional statement. Okay. I'm just focused on this loops. So I'm seeing all of you are answering this do, while, and for loop. There is also, if you go for Java, and also nowadays in the recent version of C++, if you see, it also has that for each loop, or we can say enhanced for loop. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to get into that part. Let's quickly get into this while and do while. So I'll quickly take a very simple example here just to brief you out about this. Maybe someone out there would need this. So I just want to print 1 to 10. So how can we do that? So in any loop, guys, there would be three important things. Okay, three important things. One is your initialization. Initialization of what? Initialization of loop variable or counter variable. Second is your condition checking. Condition checking. That's you can say the most important part. And yeah, actually, all the three things are very important. Updation of what? Same loop variables. Loop variable. So these three things would be there with every loop. If you go for while, if you go for do while, if you go for these three things would be there. First one is initialization of loop variable. Second one is condition checking. Third is updation of loop variable. Okay, so let's see this. I have to print 1 to 10, right? So I will take this loop variable as I. Initial value is 1. Okay, it would start from value 1. So this is initialization step. Then if I write while I less than equal to 10, print f percentile d I value, and yeah, let's say I have done this. So what would be the output, guys, here? Can you tell me what is the output here for this code snippet? I have written a code snippet here. Can you answer me? What would be the output for this code snippet? Yeah, guys, one in chat section you can see link is being shared. Like you can join a beautiful community group there out there. Like once you join it, and you'd feel that yeah, it's a very great place there for. You can also ask for doubts there. Okay, you can also have other things also, like your friends out there discussing something. Yeah, so it's a very good place to share your views there. So yeah, so some okay, many people are saying 1 to 10 is the output. Some people are saying 1 will get 1 as the output, and some people are saying infinite loop. Yes, infinite loop is the correct answer. Okay, so the output will get yeah 1 1 1 1 1 1 infinite times. If I say obviously it would be an infinite loop because we are not changing the value of I. So I value is going to be 1 every time. Okay, and so this condition I less than equal to 10 is never going to be false. So this loop is actually infinite loop, or it would get into you will get into an infinite iteration. So this is an important step here, that is updation of the loop variable. So I plus plus, so I have written here I plus plus, which would update my loop variable. Now I can expect okay, this loop would run for 10 times from 1 to 10. The moment I value would reach 11, this loop condition would be false and I'll come out of this, right? Okay, so similarly, if I talk about yeah, let me erase this part. We all now know there are three part or three things, important, three very important things in any loop. Yeah, let me discuss the same thing, same example. Let's write in do while. Okay, so do okay int I equal to 1. So this is the initialization step. So we have this printf percentile d I. So I value would be printed. Then yes, I plus plus would be incremented, and here we would have this condition checking while I less than equal to 10. Okay, so basically this would do the same thing. It would print this 1 to 10, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Both the things are doing the same task, guys. So can anyone over here can mention some difference between these two things, while loop and do while loop? I'd be very eager to know some response from you guys regarding these two things, like difference between these two. Yeah, guys, just think about this. So what is basically a difference here? Do while is rather tricky. Okay, so okay, I see one entry check and exit check. Yes, in while loop, the condition is checked during entering into the loop, and in do while, the condition is checked while exiting from the loop. That's why while loop is known as entry control loop, and this do while is known as exit control loop, right? Okay, so I think that point is clear. So do while is exit control loop because this condition is checked during exiting, and while loop is known as entry control loop as the condition is checked during entering into the loop. Okay, one more thing, the most important point one would look from you, like one would expect from you when one is asking you difference, that is the statement of while loop may or may not execute at all, but the statement of do while loop will execute at least once. Okay, at least once. Are you following this? Because as you can see here, let's say the condition is false in first place. While entering into the loop, the condition is being checked and the condition is false. So it won't enter into it. So the statement of while loop may not execute at all. But in do while, for the first time, no condition will be checked, right? It will directly enter into it, execute all the statement inside it. While exiting, it would check the condition. Then it may realize, okay, the condition is false and come out of the loop. But anyway, at least once the statement of do while loop would be executed. This is a very important point, guys, when you are talking about difference between while and do while. Okay, sometimes they will ask you, okay, a difference between while and do while. They may instead ask you difference between entry control loop and exit control loop. Okay, so please be aware of that. So yeah, so this is what basic difference. Let's go to that another loop, for loop, for the same question actually. Okay, let me clear this out, entire thing. Or maybe I would write it here itself. So we have this int I, okay, I have just declared that loop variable, and then I'm going for this for loop for I equal to 1, I I equal to 1, I less than equal to 10, and I plus plus, right? And here I can just have printf %ld I. So I think by seeing this, you can actually guess why this for loop is more often used. It is very compact, and in the same line we are writing this initialization part, right? It's very compact, right? In the same line we are writing initialization part, condition checking, also the updation. So it becomes very convenient to write or to use this for loop actually. That's why you might have seen this for loop more often instead of this while and do while. Okay, right? So this is how even here you can see we have this three part, right? Initialization. This is initialization, which would be executed only once. Initialization is done only once. Then this condition would be checked. If condition is true, then it would enter inside the loop, like the statement inside it would be executed. After that, we'll come to this updation part. Loop variable would be updated. Then again condition checking. If condition is still true, it would enter inside. Again the statement would be executed. Then updation, then condition checking, execute statement, updation, condition checking. So this goes on. So this is how it goes on, right? Okay, got it. So this is all about this while, do while, and for loop. Let me give you a bit of more detail about this for loop. Then we can go to the quiz. Okay. So first, let me give you a quick detail about this. So let me erase this entire thing. Yeah, guys. So this for loop, I told this, right? So for okay, int I equal to 0, I less than equal to 10, and I plus plus, right? And here we had printf %ld I. This was what we had. Okay, so there's three things, guys. This initialization, this condition checking, this updation, these are actually optional in this for loop. You may not have that. When I say you may not have that, but that should be another way to have that. Like there must be initialization part in a loop. There must be a condition part in a loop. there must be updation part in a loop. The thing is, you may not write it here in this way. So what is the other way? So we can actually have in this way. So we can initialize the loop variable here itself, like you can write I equal to 1. So initialization is done. So we are free to basically leave this initialization part. So we just put a semicolon. So don't forget to put semicolon. So you have to put there. Then you can have this condition and I plus plus. It's fine. Okay. And you will have the statement like printf I or something. So this way you can have. Okay. So here we have taken out this initialization part actually, guys. Okay. The next, let's say this updation thing. So you would say, okay, I don't want to put updation there. So yes, you can leave it out. So instead of there, I can put basically here. So whatever statement I would have here, after that I can put the updation statement like we do in while and do while. Increment, we can increment there. Yeah, plus plus I is pre-increment and I plus plus is post-increment. Yes. Okay. Got this, guys? So initialization part I have removed from here. I have put it here, and updation part I have removed from here. I have put it here. So you may not actually have a space basically here. Just can close here. Okay. Similarly, this one also. So you may not have any space around here. Just put semicolon. Fine. So what about this condition? So you can also take out this condition from there. So what we can write basically, we can write int I equal to 1. Okay, condition part is done. Sorry, initialization part is done. I'll just put two colons, sorry, semicolons. Okay, because I don't want to have any of this thing. So here the condition I can put is I if I is greater than 10. So up to 10, our loop should run fine. Okay. When I value would be more than 10, then I would be breaking the loop. So this break actually, guys, is a jump control structure, is a jump statement. What it would do is it would take you out of the loop. So loop would terminate there. Okay. When break is used inside a loop, and when that break is executed, it would actually take you out of the loop. That loop would be finished. That's what. So if I greater than equal to 10, break it. Whatever statement you have, you write it after that, like maybe okay, printf percentile d I, and you can just have this I plus plus thing there. Yeah, so it's the same thing. We have just written, we have just increased the code size, code length. That's all. Okay, so we have here increased the code length uh, compared to the previous thing on the top, but it would work in the same manner actually, guys. Okay. So yeah, guys, so it's a pretty good time to take a round through the quiz section. So I would like you all to go to this quiz thing and post submit your answers there. Yeah, Kriti, can we have the quiz now?
Yes, sir, sure. I'll be sharing the links and all.
So yeah, guys, so it is being shared. So you see here, it's the quiz one link. So you can, yeah, I think we can also have that in the chat section, Kriti, the link,
Yes, sir.
so
Yes,
that they
sir.
can.
I'll be sharing it in the chat section too.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, guys. So yeah, it has been shared, guys. So you can just directly click on the link in the chat, and you can go there directly to the quiz section. Yeah, it has been also pinned. So just comment down or let me know in the chat section when you are done with the quiz. Okay, so that we can proceed further in our discussion. Yeah, Kriti, you can make this thing like full screen. Uh, try reloading it, guys. Try reloading it. The link. Yeah, just try to reload it. Yeah, do let me, guys. I think now it's fine. It's working. So do let me when you are done with that.
Guys, please use the new one which has been pinned in the chat section. It will be working. Also, refresh it if it's not working.
Yeah, Sumit, taken that point. We'll try to do that. Okay, I hope all of you have done with the things, the quiz. So yeah, we would take care of that next time. So I feel yeah, that should be done. We would do that. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, let's get back to what we were discussing. So this loop thing is fine, all fine. We already know, but what I really want you to understand is applying this loop. Okay, understanding loop, how loop is working is fine, but let's apply this thing somewhere. Where we would apply pattern questions. Okay, you might have seen many pattern questions here and there. They like yeah, in many recruitment drives it is being asked, right? This pattern question, you need to solve it or you need to print it, right? You need to write a logic for that, right? Okay, so let's get into this pattern thing first, and then we'll go to this pointer thing. Yeah, Maurice, don't worry, we would like talk about that once I get into this pointer thing. Okay, just be with me. First of all, let's talk about this pattern thing. This is very like one or two easy ones. Okay, so yeah, let's say I have this pattern. Okay, so I have this pattern. So this is very easy pattern actually. Okay, so let's try to understand this. So when you see this pattern, I think all of us here are very much sure or pretty sure that okay, this would take nested loop. Okay, one loop inside it. That's what it would take. So one thing I need to mention here, just keep in mind. So the outer loop will decide. how many rows would be there, and the inner loop will decide how many column would be there. Okay, so if you want 4 rows, then outer loop should run for 4 times. If you want 4 columns, then inner loop should run for 4 times. Okay, each row, in each row, if it is running for 4 times. If I talk about like this one, maybe this, you see here, maybe I haven't aligned them perfectly, but you see here there are 3 rows, and in each row there are 4 columns. So outer loop would run for 3 times, as there is only 3 rows, there are 3 rows, and inner loop will run for 4 times, because in each row we have 4 columns there. Okay, right. So coming to this problem, so you see here there are 4 rows. So I'll have a loop here for I equal to 1, I less than equal to 4, because 4 rows, so I need to run this 4 times. Inside it, I would be running inner loop, right? But the thing here is, now this condition part, see, the thing here is, like in this question, the number of column is not fixed in every row, right? Okay, not fixed, right? So you see here, in first row number of star or number of column is 1, in second row number of column is 2, in third row number of column is 3, and in fourth row number of column is 4. So when it is row 1, there is 1 column. When it is row 2, we have 2 column. When it is row 3, we have 3 column, and when it is 4, we have 4 column. So basically, if you see, the inner loop is running how many times, or you can say, yeah, the inner loop is running for outer loop times. Maybe if I is 1, so j would run, or j would be maximum 1. If I is 2, j would be maximum 2, 1 and 2. Okay, 2 times it would run. When I value is 3, j would be like, value of j would be 1, 2 and 3, maximum 3. 3 times it would run. So this is how it is going, right? So the condition here, you can say, is j less than equal to I. When I is 1, j would be, the column would be 1 column, and when I is 2, there would be 2 column. When I is 3, there would be 3 column, and when I is 4, there would be 4 columns, right? So this is what, so j less than equal to I is what we concluded here. And for, like, in each row and in each column, what we need to do, we have to print this star, because that is, yeah, that is what we need to print here, right? So we have to print this star, so we printed star. One more thing, guys, once we are done, like, once we are done with all the column which of each row, okay, let's say I'm talking about first row, and I'm done with all the column of first row. So then what we need to do, I have to come to the next line, right? So when can I say that all the column of one row has been processed? When this inner loop has been executed completely, then I can say, yeah, all the column of this particular row has been completed. So what I can do is, I can go to this next line. So how to go to next line? Printf slash n. So I would take the cursor to the next line, right? So same thing, it would continue. So it would print like so. If you write this logic, then you'll get this pattern perfectly fine. Okay, but the thing is, I don't want you to look this pattern question in this way. I don't want you to solve in this way. Okay, I'll give you another trick, a better way through which not only this pattern, I'm pretty sure most of the pattern question you can be like, you would be able to solve. Okay, let's do this. So what I'm saying is, don't worry about the condition in the loop part. Okay, first thing is, you just assume this thing as a matrix. Look this in a matrix point of view. Okay, we all know matrix, right? We have studied in mathematics. I'm not talking about, just a moment, I'm not talking about this 2D array and all. I'm just talking about the simple matrix which we have learned in our mathematics. Okay, so just make it, just put some rows here, yeah, and I would put some indices or serial number, you can say 0 1 2 3. So this is column 0, column 1, column 2, column 3, then row 0, row 1, row 2, row 3. Okay, so I put some indices or numbers, you can say, so that I would get to know, okay, which column is it, which is it, and which row is it, right? Okay, So what I basically want you to see is just mark this diagonal, guys. Okay, mark this diagonal. Uh, Mark this diagonal. Uh, so what is the position here? Row and column position 0 0. Okay, so this is 0 0. This is 1 1. This is 2 2. This is 3 3. Right. So you can say that okay, this is nothing but when I is equal to j. This diagonal is nothing but I equal to j. Right. Okay. This I is equal to j. Okay. And what about this part, the rest of the part in the left lower triangle, I can say. Okay. So if you see there, what are the row and column position? 1 0. Okay. This is 1 0. This is 2 0 2 1. This is 3 0 3 1 and 3 2. So you can see, if you see clearly, it is I greater than j actually. Okay, so if you combine this both, you will get I greater than equal to j, or you can write j less than equal to I. Isn't it the same condition, guys, as we had written here? Same condition, right? But the way we have reached this condition, the perspective in which we have proceeded is different, and it would actually help you a lot. See what I am trying to say here. Let me write this code for you. So here I'll not basically think about the condition while writing the loops, outer and inner loops. So what is the number of rows? 4 rows. Okay, so for I equal to 0, I less than 4, I plus plus. Why I've started from 0 is because I've numbered this thing from 0 onward. Okay, you can go with 1 also. Accordingly, your this thing may change, so you have to look for that. Then, even in this inner loop, I don't have to think much. 4 column, yeah, I would just write 4 j equal to 0, j less than 4, j plus plus. I don't have to think about the condition now. So I have found out the position, the relation between j and I, where these stars are needed to be printed. So I will just write here, if j is less than equal to I, or I greater than equal to j, then we would print this star, and then we would go to the next line after completion of one row. So even this code will also give you the same output, guys. You might say now we are doing extra task here, we are writing extra line. Yes, I agree with that. But in longer run, when your code you get a complicated pattern, then this way is really going to help you guys. Okay, so I'll quickly give you one more example. Then I think you can easily follow what I'm trying to say here. So see this. Let me clear this out then. I hope you all of you understood this thing, what I just said. I'll change a pattern and we'll see. Okay. So I'll clear this. Now I'm talking about this pattern. Let's say the pattern is this one. Okay. So this is the output screen and this is my pattern. Okay. So uh, what we would have done like in previously, if we don't know this approach, what I just said just time before. So how would you print the star here? How would we print the star here? So obviously cursor needed to be moved till here, right? So we have to print space, space and space. Then we can move our cursor here and we can print star here. So we need to print 3 spaces here first. Then we need to print 2 spaces. Then we need to print 1 space. Then no space in the next row. Okay, right. Yeah, Ankit, which one? Which one? Which one? Yeah, yeah, stop, stop. I got to see your query. So you could not get the previous one? So just a moment, just a moment. Okay, guys, sorry for this. He is very much eager to know the thing, so let me say him. Okay, so yeah. So Ankit, yeah, just pay your attention quickly. See, so yeah, I just found out some relation between this I and J, this row number and column number. First, I found out this relation between I and J in this diagonal, and I found out to be I equal to J, because 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 is the diagonal. And this lower half, if you see, that is nothing but I is greater than J. So combinedly, I found out this thing, relation between I and J, I greater than equal to J, is the condition for this entire area where the star is being printed. Okay, all other place we are not doing anything. So that's what we did. Okay, so there are 4 rows and 4 columns. So this outer loop condition is I equal to 0, I less than 4, because I want 4 rows. Inner loop is the same because I want 4 columns. So I didn't touch there anything. Inside the loop, inside this inner loop, I put this condition: if j less than equal to I, if j less than equal to I means if we are in this area, then print star. Otherwise, do nothing. So these places would be left blank. Nothing would be done. I hope I have answered. Okay, right? Clear, right, Ankit? So I'm moving forward to just the other one. Okay, I think. Okay, let me clear this entire thing again. Yeah, it's a matrix approach. Yes, and this is actually a very good approach. Yeah, you see here quickly, guys. So this, and this. Yeah, so this is what I was about to discuss, right? Yeah, so I'm saying this is our screen basically. So how this cursor work is like we cannot come to this position directly. We have to print some space, then we can come to here, right? Similarly, we have to print here 2 spaces, then we have to print here 1 space, then in the next row no space. So what conventionally what we do is we run one more loop. Okay, in addition to print this star, first okay, the first loop would decide how many spaces need to be printed first. 3 spaces first, then star. 2 spaces, then 2 star, then 1 space, 3 star. So one loop is for printing space, one loop is for this printing star and all. Let me go to this like using this approach, let's solve this problem. Okay, right, so let's see this. So yeah, we'll go to the same matrix approach. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Again, the same thing. Just mark this diagonal, guys. What is this relation between I and J? What are the I and J value? 0, 3, 1, yeah, 0, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, and 3, 0. If you clearly see here, it is nothing but I plus J is equal to 3. Okay? No, less condition. See, I said mention that point, Pranay. You might feel that okay, we are doing extra task here, we are writing one extra line here, but eventually when you'll get some complicated pattern, this approach would really help you. See, just see this and you will understand what I am trying to say. If you go in that conventional way, okay, you would write one loop for this space thing, okay, like control this space thing, and one loop for this star thing. Okay, see how easier it would become in this matrix approach. So if you see this diagonal thing, the relation between I and J comes to be I plus J equal to 3, because it is 0, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, and 3, 0. Okay, and about this area, if you see, it is nothing but I plus J would be greater than 3. So you can just combine, you would get I plus J greater than equal to 3. Okay, got it? So this entire thing, I plus j greater than equal to 3. So this entire area, we have found out relation between I and j, that is I plus j greater than equal to 3. Okay. So the loop, I would not touch anything. It is the same. 4 rows, 4 columns. So I equal to 0, I less than 4, I plus plus. For j equal to 0, j less than 4, j plus plus. Okay. Condition now here it is, if I plus j greater than equal to 3, print star. Okay, then after that, if we write slash n, and we say it is done. But my question to you is, would this really solve the problem? Will this print this pattern? Will this print this pattern? Will this really print this pattern? Okay, Nirmal has mentioned if j less than I prints, okay, space else print star, j less than I. Okay, yeah, you just think, you just check if all the position are satisfying, then it is fine. Okay, not a big deal. It will not print this pattern. Why? Because we need space beforehand, guys. In the previous question, space was needed on the right side. It is already there. But now here we need space on the left side. So if you don't give space, the cursor will not move. So just a simple addition here. You just put your else printf space. Now we don't have to write extra loop. We don't have to write extra loop for maintaining those spaces, guys. Okay, so just you add this extra thing, else printf space. So wherever this condition would satisfy, star would be printed. Wherever this condition is not satisfied, the space would be printed. So your task is done. Okay, right? Got it? Clear? So whenever this condition would be satisfied, the star would be printed. Whenever this condition is not satisfied, which is the area, what is the area where this condition is not satisfied? This area. This area is is a place where this condition is not satisfied. So in this area, in these places, space should be printed instead of star, right? So space should be printed, and the other places star would be printed. So our task is done. Pattern is printed. Got it? Okay. Uh, Different approach I just mentioned earlier, like maintaining another loop for printing space and maintaining another loop for printing star. I don't like that at all. I also would not suggest you to get into that. Okay, see, again, I'll give one or two more examples. I'll not solve that. I'll just show you like what how exactly we can apply this approach in some thing, because we need to move into other stuffs. So I'll not take much time into this pattern thing. Okay, guys. So let's say this is a question. This is the pattern given to you. Okay, right? Yes, quiz is compulsory. Yes, quiz is compulsory. So if this pattern is given to you, how you are going to solve this? If you try to go on this conventional method, maybe you can solve it, but I think it would take a lot of time to think about that. Maybe if you're very good at things, then you would take less time. But what I feel is, if you go with this thing approach, then it would be easier. At least I think everyone can solve it. Okay, so how is that done? So just think, this is one pattern, this is another pattern. So we have now two pattern, we have divided it into two parts. So already we have done this. Okay, I think you can easily do this. Got it? Okay, so you write one nested for loop for this part, which would print this one. After this for loop, you write one more nested for loop for this part, and we are done with this pattern, right? Okay, so this is half diamond, right? It is the right half of the diamond. If I tell you this thing, so that would give you another half of the diamond, left side. So you can just break into four parts this diamond, and it would be all easy. One more thing I would like to discuss here, maybe this one. Okay, yeah, let's say this pattern has been given to us to print. Again, the same thing, guys. What you do, you'll break it into two. So this is one pattern, and again, this is another pattern. So breaking into two. Difference between, see, the difference between this and this is, here you can write one nested for loop for the top part. After completion of that, you can write another nested for loop. Just a moment, guys. Okay, what happened? Yeah, anyway. So yeah, after completion of this first loop, we'll write this second nested for loop for this part. So one after the other. But the thing is, here what we have to do here. Okay. So you see here, this is like side by side. This is left and right. So what would be the structure of our program? So in this kind of pattern, this would be the way. This would be the outer loop. Inside it, there would be one inner loop for the left part. Okay, and after this loop, there would be another for loop for right part, guys. So this left part is this left part, and this is the right part. So inside one outer loop, there would be two inner loop. One is for first one is left part. Like in each row, first loop would print the left part, and second loop would print the right part. So kind of this way we go for. Okay, this would be the uh, the way in which you do. Yeah, Satyam, I really wanted to do this, but yeah, there is some time constraint. I need to move on to the next topic. It's I see, this we already have done, and some bit of I and J relation you can easily find it out for this one. Similarly, this you can also again you can find it out this by doing some bit of I and J thing, and this we already have done. So you just have to merge them, and how to merge I have already told. Like here one after other, here like side by side. Okay, inside one outer for loop, there would be two inner loop, one after other. First one would be left, right one would be like the second one would be for right. That's what. Okay. So number of rows, outer loop would be number of rows time. That's all. Okay. If you're talking about this pattern, so how many rows are there? One, two, three, four. So four times you would run like the outer loop condition. Okay. And we have other topics also, guys. We have to discuss the very important topic, that is pointer, because I've seen people or the student banging their head because of the pointer. Okay, because they don't understand pointer well, they don't understand linked list. Okay, so let's get into this pointer thing. That would be very important. Okay, so you practice it. Okay, you practice it. Anyway, I'll do one thing. Okay, this would be maybe as an assignment question, and later I would share the solution for the same. Okay, right? We can do in that way, right? You try to do it by your own, because we already have the concept with us. How to do, I have told you. You try to implement it. So if at all you are not able to do, I would anyway send the solution for the assignment later. Okay. So so let's go to the next thing. Okay, let's go to this pointer thing. I'm erasing this. Yeah, guys, I don't want to disappoint you, but yeah, that's something we need to stick to. Okay, so yeah, see this pointers. So what basically are pointers? Can you have some insight? Like, can I have insight from you? What you know about pointers? What is a pointer? What is a pointer? Just a simple question. Let's say I'm your interviewer. I'm asking what is a pointer. So what would you say? Sumit, in Java, you have like collection framework. That's a different thing. But if you want to understand this data structure fundamentally, then pointer is very important thing. Okay, because in Java you don't have to write logic and all, so you would not understand data structure in that depth. Okay, as compared to in C. So yeah, yeah, pointer is a named memory location. Okay, what if I say pointer is nothing but just like another variable? Like we have some variable, right? Int x or character y. We declare variable, right? In this way. What if I say pointer is just like this variable? Would you agree with me? Would you agree with me with this? If I just say a pointer is a variable, just like this variable, pointer is also a variable. Yeah, yeah, guys, don't get into the like, don't get diverted into another world. We are discussing some important concept here, so be here. Okay, so pointer is just like any other variable, guys. Okay, so it is also a variable. Just the syntax is different. Maybe yeah, in star p we put a star here between this int and p, and we say p is a pointer variable, so it is also a variable. Only thing is here this x would contain integer value, y would contain character value, p will contain address of a variable. And what variable, so what, how do we read this actually? How we read this? Normally I have seen people telling this integer pointer. No, that's not correct actually. We should not say integer pointer, character pointer. There is no data type of pointer. I'm not saying yeah, there is no data type of pointer. You should say p is a pointer to integer. Like if I write cat star q, then you should say q is a pointer to character. Okay, right? So here when I say p is a pointer to integer, p would hold address of an integer variable, q will hold address of a character variable. That's what we mean by pointer variable, guys. Again, it's a variable. Okay, there are different types of variable. So pointer is also a variable. So let's give me. I'll give you a quick example to have a clear idea. So let's say I have integer variable x where I have this value 10. So what happens here when this statement is executed? What happens, or compiled or something? What happens? A memory location would be allocated whose name would be x, and this memory location obviously will have an address. Let's say 101. Okay, let's say 101, and the value stored in that memory location would be 10. This is what happens. Like, okay, this is what happens. So no, it would be till 7:30. So and again then, so when I say int star p, when I declare this int star p, it is also a variable, guys. So same thing will happen. Memory location would be allocated. Name of this memory location would be p. It will also have an address. Let's say 201. But what is the value here? Now we haven't signed any value. So if I now write p equal to ampersand of x, it is supposed to store address of integer variable, right? X is an integer variable. Ampersand x will give us address of x. So address of x is nothing but 101, that would be stored in p. And we say that p is pointing to x. We say there is no pointing, this pointer thing in memory, this arrow thing. We are just assuming this for our visibility. Okay, better understanding. Okay, so we have stored now address of x in p here. How to access this value? So here something I want to discuss. So if you write print f x, so what would you get in the output, guys? If I say printf x percentile d and all, okay, that is fine. I'm just printing the value of x. What I'll get? I'll get the value of x, that is 10, right? Similarly, if I print p, like printf percentile d p, what would I get here? Can anyone say what would I get if I print the value of p? What would I get if I print p? Value of x is 10. Value of p is, what is the value of p? What should be here printed? Value of p is 101. Yes, the store that whatever is stored in p. So it would give us 101, which happens to be address of x, because we had stored address of x there in p. Okay. Then if we write ampersand of p, so it would give us 201 address of p. If we write ampersand of x, it would give 101 address of x. Okay. And if we write star of p, like print percentile d star p, what is this star, guys? Value at p, right? So star p is nothing but star of p is what? 101. So star of 101. So value at 101, whatever value stored in memory location 101, give me that. That is what it is being saying. It is saying. So it would give me 10, the value stored at 101 memory address. Okay. We also say this as a dereference operator. The star thing. This is address of operator. Okay, ampersand thing. Okay. So this is basically your pointer, guys. This is your pointer. So do we understand, are we all on the same page on the pointer? Like we can say, yeah, we now understand pointer, this is pointer. So this is pointer to integer. If I have pointer to character, then I can store address of a character. Okay, so all fine, right? So if we are like good with this, what I'll do now is I'll give you one question, like, okay, so see this. I'll give some question here. uh, we have int I equal to 0, j equal to 0, and I have this to pointer p and q. So p equal to ampersand I, q equal to ampersand j. Then I'm writing p equal to q. Then I'm writing star q equal to 2. Then I want to print percentile d I and j. What would be the output? What would be the output? Yes, say what would be the output for this? What would be the output, guys? Tell me. For this question, I equal to 0, j equal to 0, and star p star q. We have two pointers here. And then p equal to ampersand I, q equal to ampersand j. I have written p equal to q, star q equal to 2, and then I'm printing I and j. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing some responses. I want more responses, guys. Yeah, put on more responses. So I see a lot of like 2 to some 0 0, some I'm saying 0 2. Okay, let's see what exactly what exactly I would get here. Okay, so when this statement is executed, I and j, okay, fine. Two memory location would be allocated, whose name is I, whose name is j. Value would be 0 and 0. Yes, of course, it would have some memory address because it is a memory, so it would have an address. Let's say 101 and 201 respectively. Then we have two pointers, one is P and one is Q. They would also have some address, 301 and 401, let's say, respectively. And we are storing address of I in P. Address of I is 101 and address of J in Q. So address of J is 201. Fine. Then what we have done, this is the important part. P equal to Q. So we have assigned value of Q in P. What is value of Q? 201. So this thing would be overwritten with 201. So initially this was pointing here, this was pointing here, but now I say that now P is not pointing this to I anymore. Now it is pointing to J because it is now storing 201, same as Q, because we have assigned Q to P. Then we have written star Q equal to 2. So what would happen? So this value would be replaced, like overwritten with 2. Then I am printing I and j, value of I and j. So what it would print, I is still 0, 2 j value is 2. So 0 and 2 it would print. Okay. So I hope it's like clear, guys. Whatever we did here, is it clear? This thing, this example is very simple, yet very good example to make you understand what exactly happens with this pointer thing. Clear, right? Pretty much clear. This pointer thing. Okay, all clear? No, no, I should not say all clear. Like, is it clear for everyone? Great. Okay, so I think it's now again a very good time, so we can go to this quiz thing about this pointer. We'll have some question on pointers. So yeah, Kriti, can we
Sure, sir, sure.
the quiz? Yeah, thanks. So just put it on full screen so that yeah, guys. So quiz two link is also in the chat box. You can directly click on there. Do let me know when you are done with this quiz thing.
Guys, the quiz 2 link is also pinned in the chat. If you're finding trouble finding the link, then you can also go to the pinned chat and get it.
Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, okay, thanks. So yeah, sorry guys, I got disconnected. I think there is some issue with I got a issue with my network. Yeah, fine. So my camera would be off now. But I think I'm perfectly audible, so we can continue with this thing. Okay. So you all are done with this quiz thing, right? So what I would like to do is yeah, thank you. So let us quickly get into this. I'll share a screen basically, and we would be good to start our pointer to pointer thing, guys. Let's discuss this pointer to pointer. Okay, so it should not take much time, but yeah. So see here, as we have done there. Are you seeing my screen? Yes. So we have here int x equal to 10, and we have here one pointer p. Okay, and we said ampersand x we are storing. So what happens basically, whatever we have discussed till now, it is like this is variable x. Okay, it has some address 101. It is containing this value 10. Then p is a pointer variable. Of course, it would have an address, and it would be storing address of x. So we say it is pointing to x. Okay, right? We know how to access value through p and all now. We can write star p and all. Okay, so now uh, now if I say what is this, like 2 star I'm putting here. Okay, so this is q, right? So what is this basically q? Yeah, recurrence and all that would be done in advanced course, guys. Sumit. Okay, so we don't have time like availability to do all those stuff here. So yeah, please be focused here. So we have this q thing. So what is this? So you can read it out like q is a pointer to a pointer which is pointing to an integer. Okay, q is a pointer to a pointer which is again pointing to an integer. So basically q will hold address of a pointer to integer. Okay, pointer to pointer. This is your double pointer we normally say, and also we should actually say pointer to pointer. Okay, so here I can write q equal to ampersand of p is a pointer to integer, and I can store address of p in q because q is supposed to hold address of pointer to integer. Okay, so whenever this statement is done like read, one more like memory location would be allocated, that is q. It will have a memory address, yes, and it would be storing here, it would store address of p, that is 201, and we say q is pointing to p. Got it? So double layer. Okay, so level 2 pointer you can say. So now again this thing. So when I had written x, like print x, it would give me 10. When I say print p, it would give me 101. Similarly, when I print q, it would give me 201 because value of q is 201. Okay, so q is a pointer to another pointer which is pointing to an integer. So q is a pointer to pointer, right? So we have here p an integer, pointer to integer. So we can store address of that p in q. That is what this q is supposed to store, right? So when I print x, x would give me 10. When I print p, it would give me 101 because value of p is 101. Similarly, if you print q, value of q is 201. So that is what it is going to be printed 201. Okay. So x, p, and q, we have our values here. Then what about this? So when I write star p, we get value 10, right? We have already discussed. When I write star q, what is that we would get? What is star q, guys? Star q, I have already said this is nothing but star of q is nothing but value of q is 201. So what is the star of 201? Value stored at 201 memory location. What is the value stored at 201 memory location? That is 101. So you would get here 101. star q. Similarly, when I write star star q, if I print star star q, value of star star q, it is nothing but star of star q is what? 101. So value at 101, that is nothing but 10, because 10 is stored at a location 101. Okay, right? So this is how you're gonna access this what is that, like pointer to pointer through a double pointer or pointer to pointer. How can you access the value? Okay, so I hope you can follow this thing. uh, so now if I change this, okay, now if I change this, now if I write here uh, star star q equal to 20. Okay, and after this I would print three values, let's say percentile d, percentile d, and percentile d. I'll print the value of x, I'll print the value of star p, and then I'll print the value of star star q. What would be the output, guys, after this statement? Now I'm printing this thing x star p and star q. Star 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 q would mean like you can say is a level 3 pointer. You should be taking a different name. So star 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 q, it would be a level 3 pointer again. Okay, so it would, this thing would give you output as 20, 20, and 20, because you have actually changed the value there. Okay, right? So yeah, I think it's a good time for the attendance thing, and also one more quiz session. So we have still some time, right? Okay, so guys, like as soon as you complete this quiz and next set of quiz and this attendance thing, and I'll discuss that pattern question with you. Is that fine? Okay, you are all asking about that, so I would do that. So as soon as possible, you complete with this attendance thing and quiz thing. So um, so we can like just let me know when you're done with this thing. So also, yeah, Shoaib or Kriti, whoever is there, we can actually also share the quiz link with them.
Sure, sir, sure.
Thanks. So let me know, guys, when you are done with the both the thing, and you do it as soon as possible, so that we would have some time for that pattern question I'll discuss. Okay.
Guys, the attendance link is added in the description, so you can fill your attendance from redirecting from description attendance link, and also the I'll be sending the quiz 3 link in the chat box in a minute. You can also get the link from screen shared. Thank you.
Okay, so guys, just let me know when you are done with that. I'll be taking up that pattern question as many of you were asking. So yeah, guys, the quiz link has also been shared in the chat, so you can get to that link, and also you can quickly finish up your like answering this quiz question. Meanwhile, who has like already done with the things? Okay, I'll repeat. You first of all complete with this quiz and attendance thing. So yeah, guys, I hope you are done with this quiz and also the attendance. So I think we can continue with our discussion. Okay, just few more response I would need to get a confirmation. Okay, so coming to this question, uh, uh, like this one. Uh, so you're trying asking me to repeat this thing, right? Star star q equal to 20. So what I did is like q is pointing to p and p is pointing to x, right? So I have done the star star q equal to 20. So I have already told what is star star q. So it would mean the value stored at 101. Okay, basically the value of x. So if I write star star q equal to 20, I am storing 20 in x. Value of x would be now updated. Star star q would give me value at that location, right? 101. So I'm storing 20 into that location now. So value of x got changed. Same thing, if you print now star p, it would give you the value stored at 101, that is 20 now. And again, if you write star star q, it would also give you the value stored at 101 location. So you'll get the same 20. So you'll get output 20, 20, and 20. Clear? Those who were asking me to repeat this, I hope it's clear now. Okay, so okay, so let's get to that question, right? I need to. You're all like excited about that pattern thing. So where you like? Let's go with this one, right? This one, right? So we need to do this one. If we write star q, we get 20. No, we'll not get 20. Star q will give you the value of what is that? P. Value of P. That is 101. So see this. So as I said, I'd be dividing this into two part. One is this part, and then this would be the another part. Okay. So let's do one. Let's do for this one because already we know this. We have done already. Okay. So let me discuss about this one. So same thing, I'll divide it into this matrix thing. So 0, 1, 2, and 3, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, right? So yeah, so if you see this here, what is this condition? You see here it is 0, 0, then 1, 1, then 2, 2, then 3, 3, right? So it is basically I is equal to j, this diagonal. And if you see this upper triangle part, this one, what is this condition? What is the position like I and j? It is 0 1, 0 2, 0 3, then it is 1 2, 1 3, then we have 2 3, right? So you can say it is nothing but what is it? 1 2 1 3, yeah. So I is basically less than j. That's what, right? And if you combine this together, it would be I less than equal to j. So we have found out our condition for this entire area, and we need space on the left side. So I've already told how to do this, right? So we will say for, okay, let me write it here. For I equal to 0, I less than equal to 3, or I less than 4, whatever you write, I plus plus, it would be like for j equal to 0, j less than equal to 3, j plus plus. If I is less than equal to j, then you print this star, else print space, because we need space on the left side, right? So this is it. Okay, so this loop is only like concerned about the left part. We are still to figure out this right part. So again, we already have the thing, right? The logic for this one. So what was the logic for this? I think it was okay, for I'll take k equal to 0, k less than equal to 3, because here, even here it is like 3 sorry, 4 column. So less than equal to 3, 0 to 3, 4 times k plus plus. And I would write here, if k less than equal to I, that was the condition, right? There it was j, now it is k, that's all. And space is on the right, so we don't have to think about this else part. So I'll just print star. And see, one row is completed after completion of this new loop. So I can have this lesson here actually. Okay, like after printing this and then this, one row completed, then I can go to the next line, then I can end this entire loop. So this is our like outer loop. Basically it would decide this number of rows, and then this is the left part and this is the right part. Okay, so as simple as that. This is very easy. So I hope you can work it out, try to code it out, code it, and see whether it is working or not. Okay, and the other one also you can same in the similar way you can try. So yeah, description, sorry, in the description you would find the attendance link, Shivam. All those who are asking for attendance link, you would find that in the description. You can click there on the link there itself, and you would be having your attendance form. Okay, so anything else, guys? Any more doubt you want to ask me uh, on this session? Whatever we have completed, we have done this loop thing, some very like nice import pattern question, and we have done this pointer things. Okay, so like, do you want me to cover something? Like, do you want to ask any doubt here? Tell me, guys. Any doubt? Is there any doubt on your part? You can ask me. Okay, if you're not asking me anything, let me ask you something. So, if this is an array, okay, let's say ARR, and some values are stored 10, 20, and 30, and 40. What is this ARR, guys? What is this ARR? What is this ARR? You would say array name. Okay, you just say array name. But there is also a different concept here. Actually, this array name ARR, it actually behaves as a pointer, guys. So what it does is it behaves as a pointer. So yeah, let me put some indices here: 0, 1, 2, and 3. So every element will have some address, right? Let's say this is 101. Next element would be 105. It would be 109, and it would be 113. How I am putting 105 and 109 and all? You can see each would take 4 byte of memory as each one is an integer. So 4 byte gap I have put this addresses. Okay. This ARR, which is the basically the array name, it also behaves as a pointer which would store address of the first element of the array, which is also known as the base address. So base address is nothing but basically address of the first element of array. Okay. So ARR is not just array name, it also holds this address of the first element, or in other way we can say it holds base address, or you can say address of the first element of the array. Okay, so this is a similarity between this array name and an pointer. And if you ask me the difference between a pointer and this array name, that is this array name ARR, and if we take this pointer P, ARR is a basically it behaves as constant pointer. You cannot change the value of ARR. It will always hold the address of first element. It will always hold the base address. Whereas P is a pointer variable. You can actually change it. One time P might be pointing to one location. Other time you may change it to point to another location. Just you need to change the address that has been stored in P. But ARR is fixed. It behaves as a constant pointer, guys. You cannot change it. Okay, that means I'm trying to say you can write P plus plus. This is fine, but you cannot write ARR plus plus. This is wrong. Okay, so you might have seen one question in the quiz. What is the what is that? Perfect way to send argument. Okay, an array. So send an array to as an argument to a function. So you can actually send just array ARR. That itself would send this base address of this array. Okay, because ARR is nothing but this base address. Okay, also if you write ampersand ARR, you might be confused why this ampersand ARR thing. Ampersand ARR is nothing, that ARR is array, address of array is again this base address of first element. Okay, right? So we can actually just send ARR, which was not there in the option, and we can also go for this ampersand ARR. 101, see 101 I have just taken like for dummy purpose I have taken 10 and started from 101. Next onward it would like come to be like it would come 105, 109, 113, because each would take 4 bytes of memory as they are integers, right? Okay, so yeah guys, so we are at the end of this session. So I hope I could impact something very important, and I hope you are taking something uh, good with you from this session. So okay then guys, so take care. We'll meet in the next session again with some more and new concepts. Okay then guys, bye. Take care.
Thank you so much, sir. Also, guys, I have an announcement to make. From tomorrow, we will be having our lectures in our own LMS. So, I'll be telling you how do we register in the website and how can you get the LMS classes and all. Just a minute. So, guys, from here, you can see our website. You can like go to our website, which is letsupgrade.in, and then at the like lower down, if you go down, you can see here data structure and algorithm card over here, and then you can just click on the learn, and you can go a little bit scroll down, and you will get an enroll now option over there. So you can click on enroll now option, and then you will get registered automatically. Plus, having you should have an account also of our community. Like you have to log in or sign up, whatever it is. You need to log in or sign up. All after that, you can get enrolled, and also you can click on start learning, and then you will be directly redirected to our LMS page, or also you can view from going to my program section. below the drop down visible in your profile, like there will be a drop down visible in your profile. So you can go to my programs option, and then you can view your enrolled courses over there, and you can click on that, and then you will be visible, the all the days will be visible over here. So you can click on the particular link, like over here the live button is, you can live button is visible, you can all see the live button over here. So from there, your the lectures will be visible. All right, am I clear to you guys, like how you have to do whole all the process, the whole process? Is it clear? Can I hear a reply in the chat section if it's clear to you guys? What is the URL? Okay, I'll be sharing you the URL over here. Just a minute. You can visit our website and log in or sign up. All right. Is it clear? All right. All right. Thank you so much, guys. And also, don't forget to fill your attendance form. I'll be sending that also in the chat, and also pin it. Yeah. So, attendance form is now pinned in the chat section and also visible in the description. So, you can visit and fill your attendance form. Please do not forget to fill your attendance. Thank you so much, guys. We will meet tomorrow at the same time, 6 o'clock. Thank you. And please, please do not forget to log in or sign up through our website and follow the particular process. From tomorrow, for sure, we are having lectures from our LMS only. So please do register. Thank you.